Good afternoon and welcome to Penn State. This is the webinar for the College of the Liberal Arts Change of Location to the Department of Psychology program. My name is Beth Brown and I'm an advisor in the Psychology Department. For the next 15 minutes or so, I will be talking about some important information that you will find helpful as you transition to University Park. Some of the topics that will be covered today include use of your transfer credits, if any, entrance to major requirements, competency in the major, scheduling, and other information that you will use over the next several months. This webinar is intended to give a broad overview for students transitioning to University Park. You will be working with the advisor at your campus to plan for your next semester and will be assigned to a University Park advisor prior to arriving in the fall. The first thing I'm going to talk about is transfer credits. This may not apply to all of you, but I think it is useful for you to know in case you have taken courses or intend to take courses at another institution at some point. It is important that you first make sure that the courses you intend to take transfer to Penn State, and you can It is a database of previously evaluated courses and how they transfer to Penn State. The tool is very user-friendly and you should have no problem following the steps. Some courses transfer to Penn State as direct equivalents to a Penn State course, and others transfer to Penn State as general credits. For example, you may decide to take a general education course at a community college over the summer. You would need to check the transfer course evaluation tool to see if and how the course transfers. The course you plan to take transfers as general credits. Be sure and meet with your advisor to determine how it will be used in your degree audit. If it transfers as a general credit and you wish to use it in your major, option, or supporting course area, you will need to provide your advisor with the course syllabus. If the course you are taking is not listed on the tool, you can follow the prompts to print out a transfer course evaluation form and then Next, we're going to talk about entrance to major requirements. Psychology is one of the only liberal arts majors that has entrance to major requirements, or ETMs. These ETMs include Psych 100, which is the Intro to Psychology, in a course that I'm sure that you've all taken. The second entrance to major requirement is Stat 200 or Psych 200, which are statistics courses. 3 credits of quantification, which is a math course, and 3 credits of social science. These courses must be completed with at least a C before being accepted into the psychology major. Next, I'm going to talk about scheduling, probably the biggest reason you are watching this webinar. But first, here's some important information that you need to know about the prescribed courses for the major. For your first semester at University Park, you will want to schedule Psych 105. This course is called Psychology as a Science and Profession, and it's a great course that explores the use of different aspects of psychology in both the academic and applied settings. It is a great way to get acclimated to psychology at Penn State. In your next semester, provided you have completed the prerequisite statistics course, you will want to schedule Psych 301W. This is a research methods course that you will need to take prior to taking your senior seminar, which is called Psych 490. Because Psych 105 and Psych 301W are both content and work-intensive courses, it is recommended Psych 105 will be helpful in your approach to the work required in Psych 301W. Finally, Psych 490 is taken your senior year after you have completed Psych 301W and have completed at least 6 credits of 400 level psychology courses with a C or better. Psych 490 is an all-encompassing course that integrates your years of gained knowledge from your coursework and allows you to apply your knowledge in a small, more intimate classroom setting. You will review research literature around a specific topic of study. Typically, for your first semester at University Park, less is more. Scheduling 15 or 16 credits for your first semester at University Park will allow you the time to get acclimated to a new environment, new friends, and new courses. It takes time to get used to University Park, and our change of location students have found that the transition is easier with 5 classes as opposed to 6. A question that we hear frequently is how to determine your registration date for the upcoming semester. You can check the registration timetable, which is available through the registrar's website, to see the earliest date you can schedule for the upcoming semester. The more credits you have, the earlier you can schedule. Another easier way of finding your registration date is to take a look at your degree audit. And you can see, highlighted in yellow, that the date is clearly outlined for you. Psychology is offered as either a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science degree. While both degrees require the same psychology-specific courses, there are significant differences. For instance, the BA students develop proficiency to the 12th credit level in social and behavioral sciences. In addition, the BA degree requires a course about non-Western cultures, in addition to U.S. and international cultures. The other notable difference in the BA program is that students have the option of choosing English 202A, B, C, or D. In comparison, the Bachelor of Science does not require the 12th credit level proficiency in a foreign language, only the 2 years of high school admissions language requirement. Instead of the knowledge domain that is required of the Bachelor of Arts degree, the BS has offerings in which students can study more in depth in option areas. These option areas are the Biological Evolutionary Studies option, the Neuroscience option, the Business option, and the Quantitative option. The Bachelor of Science degree requires only the U.S. The next thing we're going to talk about is competency in the major. Students enrolled in the Penn State Psychology degree program at University Park must take at least 24 psych-designated courses at University Park. These are courses specifically labeled as Psychology 100, 200, and so on. For students who have taken several psychology courses at their campuses, you should be prepared to take additional courses in psychology at University Park in order to meet the 24 credit competency requirement. It is important to note that these 24 credits must be taken at University Park. Rural campus courses do not count toward the University Park competency, and you will find a link to the competency policy at the link on the screen. In the section of useful links at the end of the presentation, we've provided a link to the recommended academic plan, where you can look at sample semester by semester plans for the degree program you are pursuing. Keep in mind that these are sample plans and are meant to give a student an idea of how a typical semester may look. However, depending on the type of courses you've taken before changing to University Park, your semesters may look quite different. We've also provided a link to the supporting course list for the Psychology Bachelor of Science options. With every option, there is an area of 9 credits in supporting courses. This allows students to meet the humanities and social sciences. Most of you, I'm sure, already know how to read your degree audit, but I can't stress enough how important it is to know and how to read and understand your audit. After all, the audit is an official advising document used to determine your progress toward meeting your program and university requirements for graduation. For students who have not yet met the entrance to major requirements and are not yet formally in the major, or if you wish to explore other majors or minors, you can select Degree Audit from the E-Line menu, as shown in the yellow circled area, and then click on Alternative Majors to Explore, and then select the college and the major and option if applicable. Click on Submit Audit and then View. Your audit will give you a list of the requirements needed in order to graduate. This includes all of the requirements for the major, for general education, for the BA area if applicable, any university requirements such as cultures competency, the writing across the curriculum, the minimum number of credits, among other things. As mentioned previously, you can find out when you schedule for the upcoming semester from your audit. Each category is headed with either a no, meaning the section is not complete, or an okay, meaning that the section has been completed and grade reported. Each subsection is headed with a negative sign or a positive sign, meaning that this section is incomplete or complete. The audit also alerts you as to whether there are specific courses prescribed, as we can see where it is stated that you need to take all of the For more information, you can follow the links for a guide on how to read the degree audit. In addition to classroom education, there are plenty of other ways to further enhance your college experience. Depending on your future career goals, you may choose to participate in one or more of the opportunities available. Many students work in professors' lab assisting them with their research, entering data, gathering information, or even interviewing subjects. Other students may choose an education abroad experience where they can gain a real-world cultural experience. Regardless of the opportunities you take advantage of, please do just that. Take advantage of getting involved in something that you may not receive the opportunity to do later in life. And the Career Enrichment Network is a great resource for you as you explore these enrichment opportunities. To help you as you continue on your academic journey, you will be assigned to one of the professional advisors in the psychology department prior to arriving in the fall. We are here to assist you in creating the best education possible, and we strongly encourage education, how to schedule an appointment, what is appropriate for walk-in appointments, what is appropriate for emails, and what issues should be addressed during appointments. To schedule an appointment with your University Park advisor when you arrive in the fall, please use the link provided below and watch the short video on appointment scheduling. Thank you so much for watching this webinar. On the next 3 slides that you will find examples of questions and answers from the live version of this presentation, as well as a list of websites and links that may be helpful to you.